until they actually lose.
Yeah.
So we'll see. They're on blue side now, and as mentioned, I do think T1 invested a lot. That was basically a picture-perfect draft for them. Doran, though, admirable performance. And this is what I want out of Doran, right? And it's not just Oner that he can do it on. Even on a lot of other champions, we've seen him do it. And I was a bit of a Doran defender leading up to the season, and so far he hasn't paid me back yet, and I would like that to happen only domestically. Just want to make that very clear. Domestic only. I don't want to get into
a domestic Doran defender.
Domestic Doran defender, absolutely.
Yeah.
As we...
Triple D.
We'll be seeing... I want to say... What am I going to take away as well? Maybe just continue with the banning of Xin Zhao? Because you do... Like, you can pick it, first pick it. So maybe DK leave it open and just... Or, okay, first picking it.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
The Doran Scion
it's
ban.
Warranted. It's warranted. It makes sense. Doran did very, very well in the tank versus carry matchup against Xiu, because that's his strength. That's where he thrives.
Yeah, so they banned Xin Zhao and they gave Gwen. Xiu looks very happy about that. Now, what are we picking into Gwen? I don't know if it's a tank, because it's not going to go well.
I don't... Yeah, you can't really pick any of them. So it's the carry versus carry matchup. Now, I do think... Oh, so it's Padapim, and then aiming is the banana monkey?
I can't really see it. It's still...
We're watching it on the prompter. It's hard.
Yeah, can you zoom in onto the top two ones? Top left two ones?
So this is a matchup that I think is down to skill. I think that Jace, when played perfect, is stronger, but Gwen is just kind of out of this world.
Haram
Oh,
Bananini.
Yeah, because his name is Haram.
Yeah. And then Burr.
Yeah, it's Burr Padapim, because it's barrel.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
We
did it. We figured it out.
Ooh, is it an Oner Lilia angle? Might be. Might be if it doesn't get picked away. Aiming has looked... Is he the only one that's looked good on Misfortune? I kind of want to say that he has been.
Yeah, I think so.
No one else has really been able to make it work.
Got to figure it out.
MF also a great combo with the Yone, so denying that is going to feel good as well. Are we really not? Are we going to cut through the jungle pool? Because Showmaker, yeah, I was about to say Showmaker can pick Ahri here. Either Ahri or Aurora would make sense. I think that anything that can deal well with the Yone is fine. It's also... I'm a little surprised at the Yone priority, because as far as our best Yones go, I don't think either of these two players should be in consideration.
Yeah.
I know Faker is supposed to get a skin for it soon, but I'm just... I don't see it. When you pair it, though, with the Sejuani, I think you're going to be feeling a lot better. No pickup for Lucid here, unless they want to flex Gwen to jungle, which can be done, and I think is actually on this patch still a thing you can do, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. And Oner was the shining light, or has been really the shining light. Faker in last game, not so hot. I think Faker over the season again has been fine. Been the other big consistent carry for T1. As Poppy taken away does make a ton of sense. Would also be a great jungler to pick up here. Can't wait for Lucid to go full Canyon and just slam that Trundle. Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a good idea, but
no,
we do know that Lucid can play pretty much anything. Like, I don't think this is an Ivern angle, but he's played that a lot.
It might be Viego. Viego or Lee, but I think Lee is a champion at the moment.
Yeah, not really. I like the Viego. Maybe it gets banned here.
I think a Viego ban is valid. Viego also is one of the champions that can get rid of the, just ult out of the Sejuani. Maybe the Pantheon instead, which is another combo that when it comes to the mid-jungle 2v2 is very threatening. So what is the pickup going to be here for Guma next? Into the MF. Ferris and Jin obviously already out.
Ziggs banned away.
I kind of like that. The Ziggs would have been something that made a lot of sense here. Unless they dive into like Senna Cho territory,
Maybe this is the support Nidalee angle. The Rakan hover is fake. No, it's not fake. Okay. So maybe Guma just gonna play Xayah?
Could be, yeah. But I don't love that. I think that this isn't... It's not gonna be a full-fledged dive composition. Right? If there was a Vi on the enemy team, I think it makes sense. But like, if Gwen's on top of you... Yeah, Viego is a complete number. If Gwen's on top of you, you ulting does not really do anything. Right?
It buys you a little time.
It buys you a little time, but I don't think it's...
If her mist is down, you know, maybe.
Maybe. Any CC... Well, Rel. I'm trying to check. It hasn't been taken off the board. Yeah.
Beryl?
It's Beryl. It's... The composition from DK basically... It tells you what it does on the... It's very straightforward, right? It's a early game skirmishing and snowballing comp. It has a great late game win condition in the Gwen, but Gwen really at this point is at any point of the game win condition. And if they get to mid to late game team fights without really any substantial lead, I think they will struggle. I do think that the matchups are a lot better. Last time T1 had a neutralizing matchup in bot lane that they actually played really well, was even winning early, right? Guma and Keria looked good. Keria out of lane not so much, but in lane he was fine. And then in top lane you had Doran on the tank. Now you have Doran and Carry versus Carry, and Xayah Rakan into Rel and MF is not a great matchup. I don't think you're gonna have the best of time as Bengi.
That's expensive.
a little oopsie there happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it's expensive, so it's fine. You know, it's not gonna get any damage because of how much it is worth.
That's Beryl Alistair, I assume.
Yes. She didn't go to school. Should be preparing for the college entrance exams, but instead, she came to the games, get the win with the loss, and then 2 wins in a row. I think we have a pretty good shot, at least in this game.
If they don't win with this composition, it was just not going to happen, right? This is peak DK for T1. Still think they have a great composition, a lot of comfort. Looking at the Yone, though, we'll have to see how the execution is.
Let's see how he does in that mid lane. Here's game number 2.
수환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 미니언 생성까지 30초 남았습니다.
All right, here we go. Into game number 2. We got a little setup up on the top side, but doesn't look like anything much will happen. Beryl gonna get a ward. GG.
For who? The ward?
For DK, they won because they got the first gold.
I see, even after all these years, you have not lost your Korean solo queue attitude, Velvet.
Yes.
And I love that. That's how it goes.
It changes you as a person.
Permanently.
There's no going back.
Oh, wow. So, Conqueror Gwen and Doran also going for phase rush. So the phase rush makes sense because you don't win the longer trades against Gwen.
Yeah.
But Chiu going for the Conqueror instead of the Grasp is kind of crazy. Not something we've seen often recently. It's really been just Grasp. Here we go.
Yeah. Nice little trade back and forth, but at the end of the day, it's still Rakan, so maybe Keria doesn't really care about that. He can just heal up.
PTA MF is also not that fun to face early on. Showmaker obviously should be able to bully Faker as long as he can dodge these Q frees. Faker's just going to use them to try and soften up the wave. As last game, Doran actually having a really, really good time. Into Shiu, starting off strong early here as well. As Prior on the wave. Obviously, makes sense, right? You're a skill up. So first few levels, we think it makes sense for the Jace. There's ooh, that Q3 not hitting for Faker there.
Yeah, I mean that lane, as we've already mentioned, not going to be a fun one for him. And yeah, I mean Showmaker knows how to play it out. It's pretty simple, you know, just auto, press W, and then auto. And you'll get electrocute procs. It's That's great for trading. And she's going on into this one, but he's going to hold the wave in a good spot, at least.
They do know roughly where the ward is. We'll see if they can play around it. Maybe set up a play onto Doran. But with Ace Rush, I think he's substantially harder to lock down. And Oner is also in the area. I think you feel relatively confident in your 2v2 if you're T1. It's melee form plus... Oh, aiming. Area?
They're going to take a huge amount of damage. Aiming just sidestepping out of that one. Vivero goes in on the feathers. And now Guma just walking forward into them. And he's got the most health. He is the most dangerous person, so takes a very good trade. The Q does miss the Gleaming Quill from the Rakan, but it's still a good situation here for the T1 bot lane.
But is it as good as getting double scuttle? I don't know. I don't think so. We're not going for this, right? T1, we're just going to let them have it. Very good. Good call. Showmaker missing. I think they should have gone for that. So, Oner not having the best of time early on, as is to be expected with his mid lane matchup the way it is. Shiu actually going to have his TP. Doesn't complete his back. I thought he was going to be forced to TP back early, but looks like he will still be able to catch the wave. And bot lane, aiming says, I don't like laning against these guys. I am going to buy a call and not care.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Fine.
So did Guma.
Yeah. That's just the way it goes. You get a call, you go top. You start farming it out. We already saw that these two teams were relatively risk-averse. They are not investing in very risky things.
I love me some jungle tracking. So we actually saw a question mark ping there on Lucid as he was backing. Because he did actually get the bot crap and did a clear of his bot side already, which is why he's had such a big CS lead. Let's pick up a Phage on his first buy, which Phage is not the best component. I don't think you're necessarily super excited. Is Lucid pinging towards Oner his Raptors, but doesn't look like he'll actually make the trip over. This is bot lane. Still looking good for Doran. See if level 6 can make a difference here for Shiu.
Yeah. Doran definitely not the first person I think of when I think about Jace, but Jace in current form, and Doran has played his fair share of the champ. Like,
yeah.
And if you're a top laner in the LCK and you don't know how to play Jace, that's a problem. Maybe you don't belong as a top laner in the LCK. So, you know, I think that Doran going for the trade, saying, okay, you want the Gwen, I'll take the Jace. I think he's going to be just fine and will be able to hold his own. I say that as now Shiu going in with the needles. Let's see who does win the trade. As flash on in, one more auto would have done it. But Doran holds on to his flash and does live in the trade.
Big win for Doran. Doesn't lose his nerve. Shiu invests a lot, but doesn't actually get the kill. A little bit more damage could have done it. Both of them looking like they will be backing, but Doran cancels his. Shiu does complete his. Does not get the haunting, guys, but going to be an opportunity here for Oner down the line to try and take down this Gwen, who now is flashless. So we do have a grub for Dragon trade. Not riveting, but it sets up for an exciting mid-game, surely.
Does it? I mean, game one, we had a lot of this.
I'm hoping that if I say it will happen. And generally that's not...
That's the opposite of the way it goes.
Well, that's...
Here at the LCK.
I have no impact. We know that's how it works, right? I can.
That's what you think, yeah.
I can say it, and it won't or it will happen, but my words have no...
But if you said it, and then the opposite happens, then obviously you had an effect on it. That's just how curses work.
All right. All right.
Just like, you know, if you're a top laner in the LCK and you don't know how to play Jace, if you're an LCK caster and you don't believe in curses...
Are you really an LCK caster?
Yeah, you know, like... I feel like you've been here for long enough. You should get it by now. You don't think so?
Still no. And unlike your predictions, this is not a bit. This is really what I believe.
Okay. We'll see how that works out for you. Shiu kind of getting ganked here. Did not expect this. And now, with no flash available, it's just an easy kill setup for T1. First blood goes over to the Jace as well. It's basically perfect for them.
No TP for Shiu. Really nice timing there from Oner. Actually getting the full value out of that missing summoner there for the Gwen. That's going to be... Gold lead is going to go up to what, like Almost 1,000 here with the plate and this wave going into the turret. And this was a first pick for Xiu. That's a really big deal. Doran back with a vengeance here today on this Jace. Because yes, Oner was the one that took the gank, but without that initial setup, Xiu investing his flash, that plays it nearly as easy. A little tempo ult.
Yeah. Get a nice back in here. That's just fine. But yeah, you know, it's the setup, but also Oner once again on the prowl.
Oh, look at this wave state.
Yeah.
It's so unplayable. Was always going to push in. And you see as well, Lucid was literally on his way to try and help him to fix it. So Xiu getting justifiably punished for his transgressions. Just play a little bit slower, give up a few creeps, wait for... Because if Lucid's there, I don't know if it saves you, but at least you might get something out of it. Maybe a summoner. Oner was pretty aggressively...
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Here we go again. Okay, never mind. Here we don't go. Thought about going.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Here we thought about going.
See the question mark ping as well.
Yeah, I mean, pushing the wave, and it's a Yone, not a Sejuani with ult. So, a lot less gank impact.
These early... Oh, wait, we haven't had any early fights, though, which is what I think DK is going to be looking for. As far, haven't really seen any of that. Big lead individually for the top lane. If they don't start using this Viego and Ahri, this composition is going to fall a little flat, and a lot of what made the plus so far to watch thus far has been how explosive they were. Not really seeing a whole lot of that at the moment.
Yeah, you know, I talked about a couple of the guys who did vote for T1 in their predictions. I feel like Atlas specifically always goes for T1 because he knows that regardless of the situation, DK kind of don't have a good matchup into this team. I'm not sure why it is, but they just don't often get wins against T1. I'm not sure what the streak is at, but I do know that T1 generally has their number. And coming into this one, you know, on paper, in terms of tier list.
Oh, again?
DK should be on top, but that's not the case tonight. As he will in a bit of trouble. A lot is going to miss onto the Gwen, but will it matter? Looks like yes, it absolutely will. Oner does get away though, and it's gonna chunk him out, and Doran does take a turret shot once again. But
you'll take that though. That's grubs.
Yeah,
that's gonna be 6 grubs for DK. Thanks to Xiu surviving that one. This time, even without the flash, is able to dodge. Oner was also spotted, not getting quite caught off guard. Still going to maintain the gold lead for Doran, obviously. That's not going to be fixed that easily, but the game state for DK, at least towards the top half of the map, not in as much shambles as that 1v1 matchup. You know what the thing is with both Doran and Gwen? It feels like it used to be that, well, Gwen's early was weak and then she would scale insanely well. And then Jace was kind of the opposite. I know that right now, obviously, the matchup is being won by Doran. We've seen it the other way around as well. I feel like neither of them really, like, Gwen, his early is now insanely good, and her late is slightly worse, but still broken. And then Jace is just also feels like, because of the amount of extra health he gets, which with this build won't be as pronounced, but it feels like it's so hard to punish him reliably.
Yeah, it really does feel like it's part of the reason why these two picks are so prevalent in our LCK meta.
They're always good.
They're always good. They're reliable.
You
know, it's like Xin Zhao or Azir. It's like the favorite picks of the LCK. And they all have that thing in common. That they can do everything, essentially. Oh, 1v1 here. Charm just come down on a Faker, but still going to take a good trade. A lot missing there for Showmaker. And it's Chemtech Soul. We hadn't had one tonight.
I have no copium on the Chemtech Soul. Yeah, for DK, I guess it's okay. I don't know.
We'll trade here, but yeah, I mean, with Phase Rush and Youmuu's, like, Doran can always take huge trades and just never be punished.
Yeah, there's no shot. Particularly when Gwen is behind.
Yeah.
And DK
Not to mention, they're just hovering his lane the entire game. Like, nothing's happening, but T1 are just getting so much value out of threatening the bottom lane.
I love this as a plan, because this is what you do when you're playing against less experienced players. Because this is something that just doesn't happen in challengers, where you just go after them again and again and again and again, and it works so much better than it does on a lot of the more experienced players. This time at least, reinforcements are here. Lucid is waiting in fog. Oh, he's still outside of the vision.
Wow.
That ward did get spotted, but they are... Yeah, there you go. They're like, I don't really trust it. It would have been a disaster had they gone in with the knowledge that the Viego is there.
Yeah. Does feel like... eventually, if you do it too many times, you know, you do it once, shame on you. Do it twice, shame on me. But, yeah, it doesn't really seem like that was going to work as many times, especially into the Gwen that has ult. I mean, I guess she used it on the wave, but...
Unless?
This time might be the charm, but Barrel's still here. So he's just hovering forever. It just feels like Barrel has decided he knows this strat. Maybe Shu doesn't, but Barrel does.
I was like, hands off my rookie, stop bully. You know when everyone in Twitch is like yelling stop bully when a top laner gets dove for the 4th time in a row? That's Barrel.
I like, protect
Keria,
my young guy.
Keria, hands off. Okay, we're not doing this. And Keria uses ult, which I don't think is gonna matter. We'll be up when the next fight breaks out.
In this game, for sure. It's just the classic LCK that Wolf was talking about. It's what you like to see. We're talking about Korean solo queue, but also in the LCK. This is what I was born in, you know. Especially 2017, coming back. This was the meta. Sit around and get 1 kill, and
just watch it happen.
Yeah, we do have Doran trying to greed for the turret. He will get it, and now Oner comes down. Not going to hit the ult though. Smite onto Shu, and we got TPs coming in from both sides, but Shu should be the first to go down eventually. As looks like he's still going to be alive, actually. They don't get him. She was just on the edge of this one. Faker wants something. As finally Oner says, okay, I'll take out the Gwen.
Oh, the resets.
So yeah, here comes the resets. Faker does try to go in, but it's a little bit too little and too late. And Lucid gets that first reset. Aiming comes on over. It's a kill for him. And Keria as well is going to be caught up in the mess. They give that kill over to Lucid, who is now very much enjoying his lead.
And if Shiu has a little bit more mana there, that play isn't even close. He didn't have mana for ults. If he could get the needles off on either Doran or later on, that would have been a blowout. But T1 keep investing into this we gotta murder Shiu again. And this time, DK is ready, as I was about to say. Aiming is gonna keep strutting, but doesn't actually find it. This is not enough. The game state, I think, is still fine for T1. They're still sitting on 2 dragons. But this is a necessity for DK. If they didn't get this fight, I think it would have been in shambles. There's a really nice sidestep there and then the chase. But again, he doesn't have his mana for the ult. He has the needles available. Could have used them to great value either of the times here. And eventually he goes down. But at that point, Doran's been taken out of the fight. And Faker and Oner take so long that the reinforcements are there. And Keria, just let them go. Let them go. At that point, when the Viego start resetting, get out of there.
It's you again, the target. But he's got backup, and he has mana now. So
it's the power of friendship, Veldas.
Gotta be careful. The whole team is surrounding their top laner.
Don't worry, we got you.
And they have the gold leads, whereas Shu does not. So it kind of makes sense. If you want him to be part of this game, you have to enable him to be part of the game. You got to get him assists, maybe kills, at least some farm. Otherwise, it's 4v5. And DK, they have more presence here on this objective. They'll take down the Rift Heralds. And they do have a gold lead. You know, that side lane with the top lane, specifically Shu, he is very far behind. And we have seen what Zeus is able to do with the very fed Jace. Is Doran going to be able to do the same? Yes, Zeus's entire team was also in a pretty good spot in that game. But Doran up 2k gold, it's on him now to potentially help out the team, dig themselves out of the very tiny hole that they're in. Little Root comes in on aiming. He's in some trouble. Has to use the cleanse just in an awkward spot.
Big mistake from aiming there, because they were setting up to get some damage here in the mid lane turret and then run straight back. He does have a good amount of healing, so the Raptors are going to be a tasty treat. Does mean that DK needs to retake control of this Dragon Pit and Barrel. Oh, there's a Giga Cone, VODs.
Oh no.
What?
If it's used for action, if it's used for action, I'm okay with it. And there he goes. And, well, he's going to create space. As now in goes Keria with a backspin. Wombo combo comes out from DK. They only get the chase, but he was the guy. He was the one guy who had to live. And instead, the rest of the low health members will be cleaned up here by DK. As Faker, the last remaining survivor, it's just going to be a clean 5-for-0 ace as the Mega Cone comes in. And it wasn't the Mega Cone. It was just standing in front of Barrel and giving him a 4-man ult. That was the main problem, Chronicler.
You know in a horror movie when you're like, don't go into the house, don't go. Why are we standing in front of Arel? But there's a misfortune just looking behind like, rubbing the hands together because that was one of the, that engage was given. If it was like a Giga Cone caught off guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Magnet, no, they tried to catch Barrel off guard. They did not catch Barrel off guard.
I'll go.
So
going.
I assume what the call there is they get some CC down him, and then Keria will try to go in with the charm and just CC chain him, and that'll be the end of it. But even if you do that, like unless you get onto aiming immediately, that's not quite enough. As I don't know.
Barrel?
That's fine. It's Barrel.
Yeah, I guess they're baiting Guma. I don't know. It worked. Whatever that was. Guma just dying on the right side, and now follow up here from Lucid, who is 4-0-5, 100% kill participation for him.
I don't think getting the dragon was worth it, VODs. I'm just gonna make that call right.
Take the Chemtech Soul. I mean, they might not even get it. Aiming, nice dodge. Doesn't have his cleanse, but he will flash and get out of there. And Barrel's right there to set up for the team. Faker just half-hearted ults just to do a bit of damage. Doran trying to go in, trying to flash for the kill. And yes, he will get it. But is it worth it? Might take down Barrel as well, but Shield comes in, and Barrel will secure the kill.
Like little step and a little whoop. Gets the kill there. I know it's not the main reason that T1 is losing, was just one really good fight. But I know he's the GOAT. But Faker on Yone just never does it for me. Guma just walking in here as well is just adding insult to injury. But for me, this really is just a run-off effect from an earlier fight. Everything that happens from here on out, unless T1 get the craziest turn that I've seen in a good amount of time, is I can't believe Showmaker didn't even get punished there. That's so rude.
I was watching that this time around.
Yeah, limit testing there for DK as they often do.
I mean, he hopped in front of the Faker ult. That was nice. But then after that, he didn't have to dive the turret.
No, but he did.
He wanted to send a message.
That's DK. T1, despite some attempted heroics from Oner and Doran having a good early game, and the continued attention towards Shiu paying off. Shiu's still behind. That did happen. The rest of the map is that's like
yeah.
That's like 9k gold. Oh, but
it is quite the lead.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like 8k. No biggie.
I'd say DK are really enjoying themselves here. Maybe they lost game 1 to give Showmaker a chance to hit 2,000 kills against T1.
He's getting closer.
I think he's 5 away at this point. Nice dodge on the ult here. Showmaker did take a bunch of damage anyway, but he's still 2 levels up on Faker. It's like a level and a half, maybe a bit more. And DK, I mean, this doesn't feel like game 1 where it was kind of anybody's game, and you know, it felt like DK maybe could come back. This one is just DK very much in the lead, very much in control in Omega Fed mid jungle duo, and I don't think they're gonna pull a KT. Aiming's like, no, Barrel, come back.
Yes, there is no similarities between DK and KT.
Yes, absolutely not. Okay, trying to bait this fight, I guess. As Barrel goes in, he's going to catch 3 once again, and the front line just dies. I mean,
it's Hail Mary.
T1 were not really ready for that fight, it felt like. And it's just going to be an easy cleanup for them. Lucid on the Omega Fed Viego. Not much they can do against that.
I think they thought they were ready, but they were not.
Yeah.
So game 3, fellas, we're getting it.
We're getting a game 3.
Woo!
It's actually happening.
Let's go.
And
I
Lucid,
liked game 1 more than game 2, fellas. I have to be real honest with you.
yeah. This one started off good.
It started off with great tension building, and then there was the one scene that just took out all the tension, and now we're just like, what?
Now it's just a Marvel movie.
We thought we were going for like cool atmospheric horror, and then it just turns into like, here's the monster. It's not scary at all. It's
Yeah.
gonna waddle around.
And you know exactly how it's going to end because you've seen this type of movie a million times.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Well, they're going to get the first Chemtech Drake for their team. Let's take another look at this team fight.
Is it a team fight? Try to turn onto Lucid. A lot of resources used, but he isn't even going for the collector build. Like, he's Cleaver second. He's actually quite tanky. Wallets, a little bit too heavy in this one. As Lucid just gets the reset all over the place. Barrow hasn't died. That's what kind of game
How
we're
is that
talking.
even possible?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's Barrow's biggest problem. He's a KDA player.
Yeah,
Right?
he doesn't go in enough, I think. he should definitely just in more, I think.
This is one of those games where Shiu afterwards, you know, you go to alt chat and you say, better top win.
Yeah, I mean, he might end up with a gold lead by the end of the game.
Just hit him with the top diff so that if you queue into them again,
I mean,
you
for
just...
sure, mental advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we're just going all in on the Doran, who tries to flash but dies instead. And it's a 7th kill for Lucid, but they found Siwoo. And it should be a withdrawal here, but the needles are coming out, as is the miss. This Gwen is actually doing quite a lot, but does eventually lose the 1v2. And it's just a withdrawal, so DK not really caring too much about you in this case.
Trying to think of analogies, fellas. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
What's your favorite horror movie? Do you have one? Like the genre?
Not particularly.
That makes sense.
Hereditary was pretty good. Guma just going to get ulted here once again as he gets flipped back by the Beryl. As T1 really on their last legs here. Faker desperately trying to do a bit of damage. No double up there, but it's still a Yone that is not able to do enough. They're too far behind. The wallets are so heavy. It's just a mid inhibitor. So the game won't end here. Aiming is just trying to bait this game to end, I think. As he flashes away, now just one shot away, not able to take a Guma. But he certainly did bait the fight.
5 seconds on the Otacon buff, DK. Maybe leave?
No. TPN. All right, well, now they don't have the Otacon buff. Lucid?
We do need to leave, guys.
I mean, T1 identified that it's gone, and...
Oh, maybe the horror movie is that DK somehow loses this game and we're just going to be caught off guard by the twist? No.
Well, no. Just,
not
not quite going to happen. They're just blocking everything and knowing exactly where Faker's going to come back to. See you making back some of that gold that he lost earlier on. And Oner as well will be a sacrifice here on the left side for the team. As there you go, he does gain a gold lead by the end of the game. Keria just trying to catch the wave here. And a little desperation. He knows the game is over, but he'll be able to delay just a little bit as she was in their base. just catching the bot wave at the same time. DK having a bit of fun at the end.
And DK gonna bring us to a game number 3. It was a lot of comfort in the draft. And the game was actually quite close until it wasn't. And then from that point on, it was a beatdown. Very different from game number 1. As are we?
Yes.
Yes. Gotta crank up that shield, KD.
Yeah. Gotta play